So process of benchmarking start with establish the need of benchmarking. So here we have to define what we have to benchmarking, or suppose we have selected our marketing department. So which is need to be improved so that our product is well marketed and there is a chances of getting higher business opportunities. So first we have to establish this need for the benchmarking, then identify the function to be benchmarked, then we have to identify marketing as the organizational function to be benchmarked, to be leveled high, so that superiority in this marketing strategy can be achieved. So this is written here, develop as is model, means this thing explains existing practice in the marketing department. Later on we have to select superior performance. So this step is we have to make the comparison, right? We have to adapt or we have to get the idea, innovative ideas from our competitor. So competitor is doing business as per our business in a same line, but certain points they are superior in that. So such point we have to capture, and we have to think about such good points from the others. Then fourth step is collect the data and analysis for minimizing the gap. So we have to find out the data, collect such best practices, and we have to think on that. Then fifth point is set performance goal for the improving over that. So this will be to be develop model, means this is as is model and this is develop model. So here in between we are in this two step we are finding the best practices from the competitor, and where here we are adapting, right? So that practices usually it is through the brainstorming, means a group of manager or a group of key person is sitting together and they are thinking about such innovation practice from other company, how to implement that. So this will be our to be implemented model, means this is not implemented, we are thinking about to be implementing in existing company so that it is improved. And next step will be implement this plan, right? So to bridge the gap and monitor result. So here we are applying this to be developed plan, and we are continuously practice this plan for our existing organization. So this is the simple procedure through which benchmarking works. Then there are some guidelines for this benchmarking. So do not go for fishing expedition, means what? So we have to make the root cause analysis why that particular problem is occurring. Suppose a particular machine is there, and there is particular process becoming wrong, or particular operator is there and he is not giving as per expected result. So we have to not get into too much detail so that that operator or that machine will be at a threat. So we have to only take the weakness of that particular point, and we have to think on that how we can improve over that weaknesses, right? So second is send out the people who will have to make changes. So of course we have to build such a team for this benchmarking, so those want to make the change among themselves and among the organization. So such self motivation, we can call self motivating team we have to identify. Then prepared to exchange information. Obviously we have to deal with the others best practices, means we have to prepare to exchange information. So avoid the legal problem. Yes, it is related to copy the things, related to patent issue, related to intellectual property right, IPR. So such legal complexities we have to avoid, because we are copying something of the others, right? So there should be not complexity, or there is a legal dispute between these two organizations. So this point also we have to remember. And last is respect confidentiality of the data you obtain. So it is again important to maintain the confidentiality, means we have to not share to the others what we have planned, what you are collected data. So it is key success, keeping the secret is key success for the business. So these are the few guidelines for the benchmarking. Then here simple model of the benchmarking is shown here. So what is our performance level and what other performance level, means this is the superior again, as earlier we have seen, this is the superior and this is our existing business. So we have to remove this gap by creative adaptation, then we are getting the superior performance. Now deciding what to benchmark. So there are certain factors on which we have to think while deciding benchmark. So decide from mission and critical factor for the success. So obviously each and every organization has the mission, and align with the mission, parallel to mission, we have to set benchmarking procedure. And also each and every business there are critical factor for the success. For example, for the particular company, marketing strategy is a critical factor for the success. Means by marketing only company business is running. Or for few company, quality is a critical factor for success. Means by providing qualified product only, that company is surviving in the market. So such critical factors also we have to understand while deciding on the benchmark. So we have put here two scenario of the insurance company. So first example is insurance company with mission to do business in the easiest way. So this insurance company has a mission to do their business in a most easiest way. So what are the critical success factor? Means company has to do business in a very easiest way. Means they have to operate toll free call services for 24 hours, so that if customer faces any difficulties, so he should not wait for the next day, next morning. So he should call anytime. As such toll free call service should be available there. Also fast claim settlement to get the confidence of the customer. Also keep updating latest policy information to the customer, because there may be bias. There are certain change in government rules, RBI policies. So due to that, customer may get panic about the insurance. So such information should be conveyed to the customer, so that their confidence level about the organization is maintained. So this scenario explains the company want their business to do in a easiest way. Now second scenario of the same company is that insurance company with the mission to reduce cost of insurance. So this company is thinking about the increase in profitability. So what is the role of insurance? So insurance collect some premium from the customer, and they are collecting over the years. And after certain time, or if they face certain emergency, depend upon type of insurance, suppose medical or accidental, so they are returning that amount with the interest. So, certain company wants more profitability in their insurance, right? So for such company, critical factors are financial officer, forecasting, whole market development. So here there should be trend fund manager. So he is investing the amount collected through premium in a equity market, suppose. And for that, he should have, the fund manager should have very much knowledge, good knowledge about the world market, what is happening, what are the factors impacting on world economy. So if this is happening there, so then definitely there will be high profit for that, right? So these are the two different scenario. So depend upon our requirement. So conclusion of this slide is that as per our requirement, only we have to go for the benchmarking. So what target we are keeping, what is our business aim, through that only we have to think about the. So here certain areas for the benchmarking is provided here. So we'll see one by one. So first is operation strategies. So there is operation department in the organization, and inside that for the inventory management, we can set the benchmarking. Of course, there are different parameter for each element. Suppose we have to manage the inventory, or you have to control the inventory. Then there is a inventory turn on ratio is there. Means what we are buying from the suppliers and what we are selling to the customer. So there is one ratio in these two relation, and that ratio is called as the ITR, inventory turn on ratio. So like this we can keep the objective, and we can think about the benchmarking. So another is area for the benchmarking is marketing management. So inside that we can think about the customer service level, purchasing, billing and collection, purchase practices. So all these are the aspect related to customer activities, and where we think of the benchmarking in under marketing management. So another area for benchmarking is quality department, right? So inside that we can think about the management of the quality council inside the company, or overall equipment effectiveness. So this is OEE, means productivity of the machine. So we can think about the quality improvement in the process. Or HR practice is another area for the benchmarking, where there are different targets of the HR department. It may be talent search or a talent acquisition, training and development of the existing employee, compensation management means a salary hike, wages for the employee, or a bonus, promotions for the employee. So all these are the set parameters for the benchmarking. Or it is supply chain management, means it is related to warehousing or distribution, means storage of the material. It may be raw material or a finished material. So these are the different areas where we can set benchmark strategies. So these are the some areas where we can implement benchmarking practice. Two factors to keep in mind while doing successful benchmarking. So benchmarking requires full support from the senior management. Unless and until there is a support from the senior management, it may be through the financial or it may be through the moral. So it is not possible. So for the benchmarking, there should be a proper team, right? As earlier told, team should be self-motivating, willing to do work on their self motivation, and of course there is requirement of the training. So these are the critical parameters for the success of benchmarking, because benchmarking is a team activity. So benchmark is ongoing process, means once we develop, and we cannot stop there. So it is a process which is continuously practiced, right? So it requires success for the of the benchmarking depend upon efforts in an organization, efforts in planning, and all the allied activities. So these are the few points so that reflect successful of the benchmarking. So last will come to the merit and demerit of the benchmarking. So advantage is that so we can get chance to implement best industry practice here, which we can borrow. As earlier said, it works on borrowing of the ideas of other, and we have to modify that idea as per our need. So best practice can be followed here. Also continuous improvement is there through the benchmarking. Also quality of the work get improved, right, due to superior practice. So that's why it inspires all the, not a manager, all the levels of the organization. So through that there is a competitive advantage to the company. Through the benchmarking, company get competitive edge. So there are certain demerits also of the benchmarking, because benchmarking becomes a copy of the idea. So this, as I earlier told, so this become legal dispute between two organization, right? If there is a theft of IPR, intellectual property right, or a patent, so that become problematic, and there is time taking technique, right? So we have to here develop the team, we have to plan the activities, we have to compare, we have to analyze activity, and we have to implement the development model. So this is the time consuming process apart from day to day work, day to day activity, business activities. So we have to give time this for the benchmarking. So in that way it is time consuming. Thank you.